Hey guys, so today following my Fixing Total Drama series, I thought I would go back and talk about things I didn't like or would change about Total Drama Action. It's mainly going to be just me nitpicking because at the end of the day, it's a pretty good season with very minor flaws. There's nowhere near as many issues I have with this season compared to All Stars, so there's really not much to go over. With all that said, be sure to click that like and subscribe button so I know you like my content. Without further interruptions, let's begin. The first thing I would change is Trent's character, Derailment. It's no secret that they completely fumbled the bag with Trent's character, since they for some weird reason gave him a weird number 9 obsession. I thought that was completely stupid and didn't make sense at all. Furthermore, it really screwed things up for not only Gwen, but a shot at winning the million as well, since he decided to not only throw away the challenges for her, and it didn't really account to much, since his team literally finds out very soon, and they eliminated Trent. Then they proceed to hound Gwen for it, and then make her throw challenges as well. It was one of the biggest downfalls of the season for me, and it would definitely be something I would fix. Next, let's talk about the amount of characters. This is a small nitpick, but I really wish they would have kept the entire cast from Island, or at the very least bring back Tyler and Noah. I was actually kind of missing their presence this season, and I think they played a big enough part in Island. Maybe not Noah as much, but Tyler is definitely really funny, and I wish we could have saw him this season. Courtney returning pretty much halfway throughout the season was also one I didn't really like. I mean, yeah, she got compensated and got advantages and challenges for suing the show, but I still wish it could have been done in some other way. One thing I did appreciate was her transitioning into a new Heather more or less, but it did kinda come out of nowhere. Since in Island she wasn't really as ruthless, she was just more so a smart a-hole in a sense, like her trying to cause trouble with Duncan or constantly babbling C's a CIT and whatnot. In the end, while I did like her being a sort of antagonist, I wish there was more build up to it. DJ was also a character that got railroaded a bit this season. I got a lot of comments saying he went from a helpful jock all the way to a mama's boy, and after looking at the seasons again, I can see where people are coming from. I don't think it was as bad as World Tour, but it definitely did make me notice in action. I still don't think he would have taken the money with Chef no matter what though, since DJ has always been the type to play fair, but they definitely could have nerfed his mama boy personality a little. Now getting into Justin as a sort of antagonist, it could have been so much more. All he really does is make his team pick up his slack and do things for him with the power of his looks, but that only lasts so long. I basically deem Justin as a lesser version of Alejandro in a sense, since they both use their looks and charm as a weapon, except Alejandro actually uses strategy and actually plans for everything. Now don't get me wrong, I love Justin as a character, but him in his small role as an antagonist didn't really amount to much. Maybe if he and Alejandro came back for the Donkeyless race, they could actually pull off some really nice strategies and score a W. Lastly, let's talk about the finale. I wasn't at all a fan of Beth making it all the way to the end. I can see why Duncan made it, but Beth didn't seem like she belonged at all. There were so many other characters that could have replaced her and would have made the finale 10 times better. I mean, a lot of people, myself included, would have much rather have saw a Courtney versus Duncan, or a Lindsay versus Duncan. Honestly, there were so many better ideas they could have done, but instead they used a Chris versus Chef argument storyline to cover up the lack of entertainment between its finalists, and it really does show. I also didn't really like Izzy or Kaleidoscope or whatever she went by coming back twice. It felt like the crew only wanted her to come back so they could flush the season out a bit more with some filler. Not to hate in Izzy, I think she's an okay character, but I just don't think there was really a need for her to come back twice. Also, Lashana acting selfish to rob the others for the reward challenge was something I didn't really expect at all from her character, but that's just a small nitpick. As much as I like the Aftermath show, I thought Jeff and Bridget being contestants at first and getting eliminated on the spot was an insult since the season was already lacking characters to begin with. Overall, Total Drama Action wasn't a bad season by any means, and it's one of the best in fact, especially if you're comparing it to Pocket Tale or All Stars. Sure, Action has its problems, but fixing most of these issues for me makes it go from a 7 out of 10 season all the way to a solid 10. The movie setting to me was always a better theme compared to a camp setting, but that's just my 2 cents. But for what we did get, I would say this season was a success, for the most part at least. But what did you guys think? Could Total Drama Action could have been handled a lot better? What would you have changed? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright viewers, that crosses off fixing total drama action on our list. I apologize for the rather short video, but honestly there isn't too much to talk about. Total drama action was a pretty good season overall, and it's definitely one of the best for good reasons. But with all that said, I look forward to seeing you with our next list.